You know what? I don't know what the is going on here anymore. Look, I have a dog. What's the language you'd like to learn? I don't know. Probably English. Oh, hi. Oh my God. My baby dog. I don't know. Does anybody remember the girl group Dream? No. Wait, is that her name? Forgettable. Running a country is very stressful. I was about to say special. What's wrong with me? Just because you had turned a year older doesn't mean you just get your ass eaten. None of this is funny. It's not that funny. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh my God, I have a giggle so bad. It wasn't even that funny. It's so sad how it hurts. I'm crying. Chongus hates it. I'm back, honey. No. It was like silly or whatever. It wasn't that funny. But I can't stop laughing. It's so stupid.
No, I think definitely did kill himself. We saw a video footage.
Oh my God! I can't stop crying. Hi, honey. It's okay. He broke up with me for Aunt Jemima. I think Courtney just broke. I know what? It was funny. Oh, Chongus, what's wrong? Can someone please? I was gonna say, I don't know anymore. What's it called? Oh, my fart cone. Hey, what are you, man? Oh, you guys. It was fine. What was I doing again? Poor kid. It was kind of his fault. I'm drinking my Coors Light. Kiss my husband goodnight. Then I got in my truck. And then I yelled out, "What the?" This ain't your typical honky tonk. So what I've gathered from this is that I don't know what I'm talking about. Woo! Look at this. Okay. Whoops. My dry shampoo is all coagulated into my hairline. Look who it is. You gonna say hi? It's the Penelope Show. Boop, 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 boop. Doo, 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 boop. You. She's been a maniac all day today. Thank God. Hair looking fire. Oh, thank you. It's been in a bun all day. And I slapped some serum in the ends to make them look less crunchy. Yeah, girl. I'm a hobo. But my hair hasn't been down in so long. And I mean, if I wasn't feeling, I feel kind of crappy today. If I wasn't feeling like so crappy, I probably would have even curled it. I'm just like, Padme's OF. Oh, my stars. Thank you for the red. That's right. Starting off with a red boy. Ow, ow. Thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. Bon, bon, bon. Bon, bon, bon. Okay, let me say hi before I really get behind. Courtney Ross, hello. And Saw, hello.
Get away from me!
Vengeance Steven, hello. U-Haul, Garfield, Bree the Booker, Frank. Wait, let's watch her do it again. You can't even hear this. Why did you respond like that? You're very cute. Alan, hello. Scooter Smith, hello. Michael Coulter, hello. Yoda be pimping, uh-oh. Our number one news source is here. Tell us about everything. Whoops, I turned it off too soon. Sorry. Hi, Healer. Nice coloring. Thank you. I know I don't really wear this shirt very often. It's because it's air dry. And so I keep all of my clothes that are to be air dried separate. And I don't wash them until they're all dirty. And then I forget that they're air drying. I'm sorry, I am mentally challenged. Hi, McGuinevere.
Yeah, fuck those clowns.
You need soup on your treat stream. Well, I'm not sick. I just honestly, I think fast food is just starting to make me feel really weighed down. Because I do feel like this whole week, every time I've had fast food, the next day I'm like, So I have to put healthy food on treat stream. Do you want more shampoo? Maybe. I need to go check. What's up, KJ Fury? Look at this dog. Tonight's been terrible. I'm glad the day is over. Uh-oh. Oh no, what happened? Dude, fuck you, Frank. I almost said something, but I never know if I should. I ate earlier and I am actually really, really full right now. And after the stream, I plan on just having a salad. I have a salad. It's ready. Well, I have the ingredients. It's not ready. But I've got some tomatoes and some lettuce and some cucumber. And I grilled up some chicken. They should have a dog treat stream. What would be the dog treat stream? That like dogs would be sent to me? I don't know if I can handle that because look at these things. Chungus is sleeping in my lap right now. I'm sorry you can't see it because it is it's very cute. She doesn't fit, because she's a bit of a choo-choo. I'm starving and all I have in my kitchen is ingredients. I didn't say I was hungry at all. I said I'm very, very full And after the stream, I am going to make a salad. Hello. It's just I misspoke for a second. I was like, oh, it's ready. And I was like, well, it's not ready. I have to make it. You people, you fucking dudes, you need to learn how to listen. Jesus criminy. Breaking news. Courtney washes her hair with the same shampoo that she uses on the dogs. Not true. That is not true. Penelope has a special anti-itch oatmeal shampoo because her skin is very dry. Sorry, I wasn't quoting you. It's what millennials say. Oh, well, you just put quotes. You didn't say who it was. Rude. I still would have been confused, though, if you would have been like millennials, because I am a millennial. And I've done that before. So either way, it would have been very confusing. Because honestly, it doesn't contribute anything to the conversation. Fancy pump shampoo. Yeah. For Penelope, her little dry skin. I need Penelope shampoo. Yeah. It's just like oatmeal, something or other. Yeah. Dry skin. Although it's really cute when she gets an itchy back because when she starts wiggling. Oh my God. YouTube counts as an interaction. All right, fine. Fair. I just realized my fan's not on. Excuse me, Chunka. Excuse me. I love her. What a cute dog. Okay, come here. Let's go turn on the fan. I know that sounded like a fart, but it was the walking pad. You guys probably didn't even hear that noise. And if you did, I don't even know how it came across. But I have the walking pad right here. I keep it out now because then, like, that's the problem with like an ADHD brain is that, like, what is it? Object permanence, like out of sight, out of mind, right? And so if I keep it stored away, then I'm never going to use it. But if I keep it out, I'm more likely to use it. Even though right now there's still like extra steps because I need to scoot it over here. So I have to like move the chair, scoot over here, plug it in, turn it on. Because she got farts in her butt and got poop in her pants. Breaking news. Courtney says men do not listen to what she says because they're too busy looking at her boobs. That's true. Where's Yoda? There's breaking news that Chuck Norris is in the hospital. Need an update. Oh, you guys want to talk about that? I saw it, but I didn't save it because I was like, I feel like everybody and their mom is probably talking about it right now. Oh, sorry. So it's probably like old news by now, you know? And all the comments people are saying, just saying Chuck Norris memes like death just had a near Chuck Norris experience. Yeah, what was it? I saw somebody was saying something like, and he's helping like bring all 58 doctors and nurses that he destroyed back to health or something like that. Cause you have farts in your butt and got poop in your pants and it's everywhere. I'm pretty sure the hospital is in Chuck Norris. I heard a few years ago that Chuck had dementia. I don't know if that's true though, but I guess he was at signings that he looked pretty frail and out of it. Oh, that's sad. Chuck Norris. All right. Chuck Norris. He's like almost 90. Oh, really? Chuck Norris. Typing one-handed is hard. How do you guys do it? He's 86 years old. Yeah. I bet you guys didn't catch that joke. I saw a video of him sparring. He was looking good. At 86. Norris song. Norris song. Norris song today. So it says Chuck Norris hospitalized. Oh, no. This is why we can't do articles, you guys. This is terrible. Hospitalized after a medical emergency. There he is, not looking 86. This appears to be a photo from the 90s. This is fake news. Why is it fake news? He was hospitalized in Hawaii. All right. So, oh my God, this is not okay. Who has Australian history videos for us to watch? I can't do this. Sources with direct knowledge tell us some medical emergency occurred in the last 24 hours on the island of Kauai that landed Chuck in the hospital. We do not know the nature of the emergency. However, we are told Chuck is in good spirits. Okay.
I don't age.
Yeah.
I level up.
Yeah, he's looking old as hell. This isn't
I
bad.
don't age. I level up.
Okay. I mean, maybe that person was going easy on him. I don't know. Whatever happened must have occurred quickly because, hey, pipe down. Because we're told on Wednesday he was training on the island. That doesn't sound good. A friend of Chuck's was on the phone with him, and we're told Chuck was in good spirits, cracking jokes. 86-year-old just had a birthday earlier this month. He marked the occasion by posting a video on social media showing him sparring with a stranger. God, no. Oh, Josh Hartnett's hospitalized after a car crash with the Canadian cops. My God. Looking old, but not bad for 86. Yeah. He's not 80. He's 86. Does that look like a man who could be damaged? Yeah. He is a human being, Russell. So TMZ doesn't even have the information. They don't even know why he was hospitalized. So look how cute Penelope is. Hi, honey. I think they meant to write Chuck Norris's trainer was sent to the hospital after sustaining critical injuries from trying to punch Chuck Norris in the beard. Well, it is TMZ. They used to be trustworthy, but they are not anymore. Page 6 has an article on it. Shall we read that? I don't want to make it to 80. I'm going to wait until Choo Choo dies, and then hope I check out shortly after that. We need your help. No, you don't. Chuck Norris, 86, rushed to the hospital in Hawaii after a medical emergency. Chuck Norris was reportedly rushed to a hospital in Hawaii after suffering a medical emergency. The Walker, Texas Ranger alum, 86. So he was in his 40s? 50s? And Walker, Texas Ranger. I can't speak. We need to watch videos, okay? Where's Lounge? Hold on. Is Lounge Zinger even here? Lounge Zinger, help us. We need Australian history videos. Where's Backhand? What's happening? Where is everyone? Okay, so he knows that we're supposed to be oh, he has been. Oh, hi. Lounge there. I was wondering where you were. I'm scared.
Back in the car.
We like it when you make up words. Okay, but okay. All right, fine. Okay, so the Walker, Texas Ranger alum 86 was on the island of Kauai when the incident occurred. TMZ reported Thursday. Okay, so we're just going to get their regurgitated information. They haven't gotten him yet. However, the nature of the incident remains unclear. Okay. Shut up. Why do I care what you have to say? We already saw the TMZ article. We still don't know the cause of death of Catherine O'Hara, do we? What a name. When my nephew was little, he used to call it Walker Teenage Ranger. Oh, Walker Teenage Ranger. The same reason. Oh god, my throat hurts. Ugh. I have like super old stuff that I saved that I bookmarked. Because I think that lady was dumb. Okay, what? Let me open up the Dorcas. I forgot to do that. Thought they announced that she died of cancer. Oh, well, I am behind. Wait, because she had like a medical emergency. How did she die? Cancer usually isn't like a. Oh, it happened. Oh, bye. What? Ooh, we got a sovereign citizen video. Oh, look. Catherine had pneumonia complications from cancer. Oh. Fuck. That's really sad. Now I'm really sad. Hi. You have a hair on your eyeball, baby. Yeah, there you go. What's on your snoot? Okay, there you go. Yeah, now you look so pretty. Her face is so precious. Hi. I love you. Dude, I was thinking about that today. It looks like everyone forgot about that old lady that was kidnapped in Arizona. We had 24/7 coverage of that. Like, no matter what time of day, you could click on any news outlet and they were talking about it. There were people live streaming nonstop. There was that one guy that was even going to Mexico to try and find her himself. And then suddenly, the thing is that everyone was like, okay, we get it. Like, this person is missing. And like, that's important. But like, why do we need 24/7 coverage? Like, why can't we just get like maybe like an update here and there? Like, there's a 1 hour block or 20-minute block or something. Like, nothing. We don't need anything crazy. We just need to know, like, yeah, we want updates, but like, not all the time. And they're like, oh, okay, never mind then. Bye. Like a little kid that's like, or like a teenager, just like, oh, you don't want me to give you 24/7 coverage? Well, then I'm not going to give you any at all. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. No, you obviously don't even want to hear it. Okay, bye. What the fuck is wrong with you? Let's see if we have any Nancy Guthrie update. It's all stupid stuff. A masked suspect seen at Nancy Guthrie's home 3 weeks before her abduction. I don't care. What does that mean for me? Some of these updates are so stupid. Gloves found near Nancy Guthrie's home. I don't care. Did you find somebody? Are you this bad at an investigation? You have found no one. Who's snoring? Is that you? That's very cute. What's your best theory on how Brian Wilson did it? Well, he drowned her. She went to Mexico and drowned. He drowned her. Yeah. She's drowned. They're trying to recall that sheriff because of how bad he conducted his investigation. They're actively trying to get them at office because he sucks so bad. Wasn't he withholding information from the FBI or something? There was something really crazy, and then there was all this stuff going around about not using certain testing facilities, and it was going to take a billion years longer, and all this stuff. Really like just shoddy investigative work. Courtney was about to take us to the gun show. I can't roll my sleeves up that far, but I was flexing in the mirror the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, you know what? This isn't too bad." Okay. Oh my god, I'm so tired today. For no reason. I fell asleep at a pretty decent hour. I got you something on Throne you might be able to flex in. Wait, really? Have you been working out? Not lately, so that's why I was really surprised. It's been a couple weeks. I need to get back into it. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to make it a point. I haven't looked at Throne in so long. I forgot that it exists. You have farts in your butt and got poop in your pants. And it stinks everywhere. What am I doing? Yay! Frank! Oh, Frank's sending more pajamas and leggings. No more butthole leggings because Frank is sending Oh, I'm sorry. I'm upsetting you. I'm sorry. They're really not used to me being this loud. Thank you, Frank. Turn that down really quiet. I can't really hear it. No more butthole leggings, Russell. Actually, I mean, I still have them. They're still there. We like your butthole. You guys, every single night, you have an opportunity to see my butthole. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Hi, Cricket. What's wrong? Are you upset because I was yelling? I know. I'm sorry. You come here? You want to come say hi? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that bothering you? I'm moving too much. Oh my God. I'm pissing them all off. Yeah, I can still wear the holy ones. I still have them. They're probably not going anywhere. Russell, calm down. I still have the buttholes. Yeah, that could be a goal. The whole goal. That is a goal. We just never reach it. So, what are we going to do? You can't, I'm sorry, Russell, but you can't sit here and whine and cry and blame Frank because I'm not wearing the butthole leggings when for $300 measly dollars, I will put them on. Hello? Wait, that's a thing? Yes. We've done 3 holes, I think. At least I feel like I know for a fact we did the one. And there was one time, I think the third one you're thinking of, Lounge Singer, was the one time when I just put it on my face and showed you I could shove my face through the hole of my leggings. I think you have $1 so far tonight. $1. I know last night we got to what, like $10 or $12 or something like that. The opportunity is there. Thank you for the grocery money, Russell. Hey, yeah. Here's a number 2 for the number 2. Thank you, Russell. Why do I have that song stuck in my head? I thought you were going to do a super long stream tonight. Tomorrow, it kind of depends. I might either do 2 separate streams or one big long one. Courtney said hasn't been through a hole since the day of her birth. No, there's that one time when I put those butthole leggings on my head. I do like a good butthole. Yeah, Russell, if you were just paying attention, you would know that there's a butthole goal. Russell, why? Why, Russell? Why? Okay. Do we want to watch this sovereign citizen video, or should we demand that our VP of marketing, I forgot, that our VP of marketing finds some Australian history for us? You sent to feelings. I already forgot what I did. What did I do? Sometimes I just put stuff in places and I don't even remember. Oh yeah, there's the Banksy one. What are I talking about? One in Wholesome and one in News. Yeah, there was the article about the Coldplay lady. If you guys want to talk about her, we can talk about the Coldplay lady. And then Wholesome. Yes, we have to watch the Wholesome video. I like this one. Man, Lounge Singer is on top of it. I completely forgot about both of these.
Kohtuniku vallas Valasti külas, kus üks metskits tuli ühe pere ukse taha.
Hakkasin
He's interviewing the
koera ketti vahetama, et vana kett oli juba kulunud ja panin uue ketti ja.
Kohtuniku vallas Valasti külas, kus üks metskits tuli ühe pere ukse taha.
This is so cute. First that close up, but look at his dumb face. Look at his dumb face. He's so confused. Sir, why are you? It's cute. That's cute. Thank you for the grocery money, Russell. Speaking of butts, did you check your Twitter? Yes, I'm afraid of heights. I'm not watching that video. I'm too afraid of heights. But I saw the back burger. You guys want to see? We got some back burger from Russell Hall today. Is this gonna get me in trouble? I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble or not, but this is Russell. This is Russell Hall's back burger. Thank you, Russell. But yeah, I can't watch that other one. I tried to, and I like started to freak out, and so I had to turn it off. Yeah, I'm like really, really afraid of heights. Okay, now. That's what Courtney says. McDonald's tastes like someone farted on it. I added a bunch of pimples for sesame seeds and sent it to Anna. Ew, gross. Poor Anna. She has to put up with a lot from Russell. Oh, man. I just feel so foggy. Hold the cheese, please. You have farts in your butt. Do you guys want to talk about the Coldplay lady? Russell doesn't love you like he does Anna. I don't believe he's ever sent you a butt plug for Christmas. No, he hasn't. He hasn't sent me anything. She does love pimples, though. Okay, if she wants butt pimples, good on her. I would be disgusted by that. Gross. I'd rather not watch Oprah. What? The Coldplay lady? The lady that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert? Was that? Most people would. Anna's very strange. Where did I put it? She's being interviewed by Oprah. Oh, is this? Hold on. Oh, this is just an article from New York Post. I think, okay, yeah, so she was talking to Oprah, but this is just an article that we could read. And since I'm doing so well at reading tonight, maybe I can read you an article. Listen, I'm totally fine with you guys turning that down. Let's watch this Sovereign Citizen video. Is that person still alive? She is, and she's blaming that guy that was groping her. She's blaming him for everything. Apparently. Oh, this is off to a good start. All right, guys, we're going to watch the Sovereign Citizen video. It's called Sovereign Citizen Demands $1 trillion when deputies arrest him and impound his Lamborghini. I hate this guy. From Van Balian. I can't read.
No, I'm not coming out the car, willfully.
Oh, my
Okay,
God,
well, I'm
lounge
going to
in.
drag you out of the car.
I'm actually an attorney, sir. That's
You're wrong.
I'm gonna take your seatbelt off and you're gonna step out, okay?
You are not unique, sir.
That-
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Today we head to California for a video where a sovereign citizen who claims to be an attorney gets arrested and his Lamborghini, yes, Lamborghini impounded when a Riverside County deputy catches him driving on fake plates. And on his release makes an even bigger fool of himself when he confronts and gets owned again by the deputies who arrested him. Get your popcorn ready for this one.
Plate, or you have a registration for the vehicle?
I'm sorry, so why did you stop me in the clearly privately marked automobile that says I'm driving private?
Oh my God.
License plate on there.
I don't need to have a
You
private.
do need to have one. Do you have a license?
No, you can call your sergeant if you're unaware of how private and public law works, sir.
Okay.
I already have an existing lawsuit with the CHP,
Okay.
of which Bianco and I believe Gruel is his name.
Okay.
Is your body cam on?
It is.
Awesome.
Speaking of body cam footage, I may have to do a FOIA request for this one. I mean, it's not every day you get a sovereign citizen stupid enough to pull this nonsense in a Lamborghini, is it? And watching this kind of done from a deputy's point of view would be quite the treat.
So I'm not IDing. I'm not required to ID.
Why is a stormtrooper pulling him over? No, but seriously, like, why is he wearing a gas mask? What is going on here? Why can't we just be a regular cop?
Okay, well then you're going to come out of the car.
No, I'm not coming out the car willfully.
Okay, well then I'm going to drag you out of the car.
Under what grounds? What
The
crime?
fact that you won't give me your ID.
What crime has been committed, sir?
You're refusing to come out of the car, but what are you saying here?
I'm asking you what crime has been committed, sir.
I just asked you for your license.
I'm not required to have a
You
license to travel, sir.
Power Ranger division.
A license to travel? No. A license to operate a motor vehicle on a public road? Absolutely. Also, props to this deputy for not getting into a dishonest conversation with this idiot.
Sir, please, I'm not.
You want to get out? Don't
Sir.
roll the window up on me.
Don't come in my private automobile,
Get out of the
sir.
car if you're not going to give me your ID.
I'm not willfully coming out, but I will comply commercially
Okay, well
under
then give me your
under
license.
threat, duress, and
Give
coercion.
me your license.
I don't have a license.
You don't have a license.
I'm not required to have a license.
You are.
sir.
Required.
Yes, you
Can
are.
please call your-
He now cuts away from the video to show us the usual cases sovereign citizens like to cherry pick, you know, like Chicago Motor Coach Company versus the city of Chicago, Kent v. Dulles, and even the Magna Carta of all things, all of which I and others have thoroughly debunked.
to have a license.
You are
sir.
required.
Can you please call your sergeant on duty or your watch commander or the
Sure.
lieutenant, whoever you'd like to call?
Motor 79 Sergeant, this way, please.
And by the way, this is all. I'm not resisting. I'm not.
Well, you're delaying my
Sir.
investigation because I'm simply asking for your ID.
Sir, there is no investigation. There is no crime.
I told you the reason I pulled you over is because you don't have California plates on your car.
Am I required to have plates?
You are. Under California Vehicle Code, you are.
Under California Vehicle Code Section 260, it says that only commercial vehicles are required to be registered.
Incorrect.
He again cuts away from the video to cite the California Vehicle Code definition of commercial vehicle to cherry pick that as well. And I know you won't be surprised to learn that it does not, in fact, back up his claim that only commercial vehicles are to be registered. Anyway, now he claims to be an attorney.
That is very correct, sir. I'm actually an attorney.
You're gonna give me your ID?
I'm actually an attorney, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm positive that that's correct.
Okay.
California Code
You're gonna
Section
give me your ID?
Officer.
This guy is not smart enough to pass the bar. You know he's not smart enough to pass the bar. There's no way. He's not an attorney. He doesn't even know what the bar is.
Deputy
Eastwood. Are you going to give me your ID?
What is your badge number, sir?
4111.
Badge and name
And
number.
so you're stating that if I don't ID, what exactly are you going to do for me? Or to me? What are you going to do to me if I don't ID?
You're going to come out of the car
Why would I come out the car?
because you're refusing to identify yourself.
No, sir, I'm asking you a direct question. If I don't ID, you're threatening to drag me out of my private.
I will pull you out of the car if you don't willfully come out of the car.
Also, if you're foolish enough to roll that window all the way up, and all evidence up to now suggests you are, we all get to see our very first Lamborghini window bust. Fingers crossed, eh?
So you're threatening to
I'm
drag
not
me.
threatening. I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
I'm not under your jurisdiction, sir.
You are. I'm asking you to step out of the car if you're not going to provide me with an ID.
Sir,
So if you want to provide me an ID, then you can stay in the car.
What
I'm
is,
good with it.
what is the
But
crime,
if you're
sir?
not,
What is the crime?
we've already gone over this.
There's no crime, correct?
Eating a meal?
What is the crime?
You don't have a California.
Eating
That is not a
Chinese-
crime,
succulent
sir. That
Chinese
is
meal.
a federal statute. That is a statute. That is an infraction. There is no crime. You have just pulled me over because I have private plates on the back of the car, which literally says CA section 260, which literally says, because I have private plates on the back of the car, which literally says CA section 260, which literally says.
Are you going to give me your ID?
Sir, I'm trying to.
Or are we going to get out of the car?
I'm trying to communicate to you that you're violating my rights right now and that you're acting straight up in complete conflict with the Constitution.
I'm not.
I would say someone needs to familiarize themselves with the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, but I know for a fact that he would manage to misinterpret it somehow, like he did with the Supreme Court cases he cited and the California Vehicle Code definition section.
I'm not. I told you why I pulled you over. I've identified myself as deputies with the Sheriff's Department.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you the reason for the stop. I'm asking you for your driver's license or ID, and you're refusing to give that to me. So if you refuse to give me your ID, then you're going to step out of the car and so I can figure out who you are.
And I'm telling you that the only time that I'm actually required as a national/state citizen born here to actually, no, it's not. I have Supreme Court rulings and actual personal cases that I've won that actually dictates this.
Oh, stop it. You have a few cherry-picked paragraphs downloaded from a softseat website and a head full of dreams, and maybe a couple of dismissed cases at best. And this deputy knows.
Hey, Lounge Singer, did they talk about any of this kind of stuff at your Marconics meeting? They were. When you were ascending to 5G?
Okay. I've already noticed, Chad Bianco. If you actually call your commanding supervisor, they can tell you exactly about all of this, sir. Okay. It's not the first time I've seen you or you.
Put the car in park.
The fact that you think sending a notice to the sheriff is anything more than an advertisement to them that you plan to break the law in their jurisdiction in the near future is hilarious to me.
The car's not going. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Asking you to come out of the car without me having to forcefully take
you out of
the car.
You tell if you choose to violate my rights and drag me out of this car after I've already communicated to you that I'm
refusing to identify yourself.
I'm not.
You have to identify. Yes, you are. This is a lawful detention.
It's not lawful, actually.
It is.
He again cuts away to cite 18 US Code 112, protection of foreign officials, official guest, and internationally protected person. A foreign diplomat, basically. And any attempt to arrest him is an assault, resulting in 10 years in prison. This coming from the guy who claims the law doesn't apply to him, because reasons.
So you're refusing to ID yourself.
Sir, so I'm not free to go is what you're saying?
No, you're not free to go.
So I'm being arrested, actually.
You're not being arrested, you're detained at this point.
This is an arrest, sir.
I haven't told you you're under arrest. I've never said that.
If I'm not free to go, then I'm arrested.
No, there's detention and there's arrest.
That's incorrect. Sir, can you please call your sergeant on duty out here?
He's already on the way.
Okay.
But I can tell you that nothing's going to change when he gets here.
We were mostly discussing how to properly dedicate ourselves to great leader. It involves giving up all worldly possessions and giving them to her. You're not serious, Lounge. Is that serious? Are you serious? It's one thing to be like, yeah, give up your worldly possessions, like, donate stuff to Goodwill or whatever, but so she can dispose of them properly, of course. No. 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 That's the craziest thing. Oh, okay. Side note. There's this show I used to watch called Mother Up. It's a cartoon for grown-ups, right? And there was an episode like that where the mom, the main character, she was friends with a rapist, and he was very materialistic, and he was very into drugs and all the entertainer lifestyle. So he got some Buddhist monk friend or whatever to follow him around and teach him how to be enlightened. And a big thing was that the guy kept he took all of his stuff. He's like, you don't need any of your material possessions, so I'm going to take them from you. And then he's like, you don't need to eat or drink. And so he would eat and drink all of his food and drink in front of him. I just remember watching this, even unmedicated and hammered. I was like, this is bad. No, this guy's scamming him. Don't do it. Were there tits in it? No. No, it's not. It's not an adult film. I'm just going to say, okay, oops. Oh, I was sitting here watching this. I forgot to share the screen. Oh my God. How come no one was going to tell me? I was sitting there for like a while in silence and no one said anything. This is, look, I don't understand how nobody's responding to how stupid that was. Hello? All right, well, what I was going to say, I thought I lost audio. We thought you were just perturbed at something Russell sent you. I was like, what happened to Courtney? We just thought you were having a stroke or something. Jeez, you guys. All right, one second. The dogs are dogging, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess like sometimes I do kind of stare off into space, but I feel like you're usually like prepped for it better. All right, here we go. The comment I was going to make is I think that the red interior details are very tacky.
A no-nonsense deputy. This signals the beginning of the end for our soft-sit friends. Shenanigans, deputy.
There's more. It
Yes,
is.
give me your ID.
Fine. I mean, that's called conspiracy, you know.
It's not conspiracy.
Yes, it is.
Yes, give me your ID.
12 USC 242 and 241. There's more than one.
Finally, backup has arrived in the shape of a no-nonsense deputy. This signals the beginning of the end for our soft-sit friends. Shenanigans.
One is your body cam on, sir?
Mm-hmm.
And you're Sheriff Bowman?
That's me.
And you're complicit with this, correct?
Yeah, you need to get out of the car or give your ID up.
Why would I need to give my ID, sir?
What's that?
Why would I need to ID when I haven't committed
You're
a crime?
driving around in a vehicle with no license.
No, James, this is not a proper voiceover accent. I can't understand a single thing. Is this Scottish? This is Scottish, isn't it? I can't tell what the hell he's saying. Usually, if I can't tell what they're saying, that means it's Scottish.
License plate, no valid license
It's
plate.
not required to be. It's clearly displayed that
Well, you
it's
can
private.
argue all you want, but that doesn't make it true.
It is
Wrong. So it's fine that you want to be wrong, but you're going to get in trouble for being wrong. And now
Okay.
you're resisting, obstructing, and delaying two police officers
What am I
in
delaying?
the course of their duties.
These are
So,
these are unlawful duties, sir.
This is your decision. It's not my decision.
Did you want to call
I'm
the Purvis
asking you to
Marshal
give
or?
me lawful orders, and he's doing the
The
same.
what?
You either
Purvis?
give me your ID or get out of
Did
the
you
car.
say call the
Call the
pervert
Purvis
marshal?
Marshal or?
So
These are unlawful duties, sir.
This is your decision. It's not my decision.
Did you want to call
I'm
the Purvis
asking you to
Marshal
give me
or?
lawful orders, and he's
I
doing
can't
the
tell
I'm
you.
telling you either give me your ID or get out of the car. You can choose.
So if I don't ID,
Northern England, probably Manchester. Really? Has New Zealand never lost the war to birds?
the willfully, you're going to drag me out of my car, is
I'm
what you're
going
saying.
to get you out of the car.
Well, I'm not willfully going to come
That's fine.
because this is a private automobile as displayed. But you're telling me that if I don't get out the car, you're going to drag me out the car, right?
I'm going to pull you out of the car.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my paperwork now to show you. Sir, you can holster your weapon.
Okay.
You can holster your weapon.
Nobody
sir.
asked you to reach for anything in your glove box.
I did this.
Where's your driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license, but I have a passport.
Props to that deputy for being fully prepared. We all know what sovereign citizens are capable of.
Okay, is it in there?
That's why I did this. I can get it for you. It's a big glove box.
Perfect.
See, I'm opening the glove box, sir. You can holster your weapon. It's just papers. Are you okay? This guy just unholstered.
I can't see what's underneath the paper.
Look at
But
this.
I have a gun in my holster
This
right
guy-
now. Does that make you feel better?
This guy just unholstered his weapon because I held my hand out, and this guy's saying
He's not brandishing it, okay? It's prepared and ready in case something happens, but he's not pointing it at you. So chill out. Unless he's actually pointing the gun in your face or at your head, like you calm down. I've had cops do that. Did you know that, you guys? My car was stolen once. And they called me at like 4:00 in the morning. They're like, we found it. And I was like, oh, okay. My friend brought me to the location where it was out in some very sketchy part of Seattle. And this is like, I mean, this was like 20 minutes later, right? So we're still in the 4:00 hour. And the cops followed us to the location because they didn't know that I got the phone call. So I'm in my car. I'm going through my car. They stole the Jetta off the lawn. Now, this was like years and years ago. Before I had the Jetta, I had a 93 Ford Explorer that was like falling apart like as I drove it. It was like, oh, I'm surprised the doors are still on. And yeah, so they saw me pulling up to the car and I was getting in because it was my car, and they walked up and they like had their guns on, or their hands on their guns, like ready to pull them out. And here I am in my pajamas crying at 4:30 in the morning. Like, excuse me, is this your car? I was like, yeah, it was stolen yesterday. And they told me it was here. So I came back together. Like, oh God, who would steal that? Oh, I was at my friend's house or at her apartment. Okay. And one of her neighbors also had a Ford Explorer, a 93 Ford Explorer, same color and everything. Okay. So it was the same, like very worn out black, or was it blue? What color was it? Very faded. I can't even remember what color it was. A lot of like green pollen stains. You know the drill. It's very old. And I think it was blue. I don't remember now. But that person had beef with some drug addicts. And it was so funny because I parked my car. There was one weekend I was there and I parked my car on the side of the road, like right across the street from the apartments. And she had like a controlled access apartment with like the garage underneath and all this stuff, right? And so I parked across the street. And he was like, her boyfriend was out walking the dog. And he was like, oh, hey, what's going on? And whatever. And he was like, is that your car? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, our neighbor has a car like that. And it got stolen a couple of times by some drug addicts. I think that they have like problems with each other. And I was like, well, this one's mine. You can see the difference with, there's like stickers, like college stickers and stuff on it from the previous owner. I think it's fine. And it was fine that weekend. But then the next time I went over there, it was the same thing. I parked in the parking lot across the street. And then it was stolen. It was stolen. And I was like, that's the only reason why they took it. They took it because they thought that was the other person's car. Yeah, they hotwired it to garbage. Like to the point where like they almost caught me on fire, by the way. I had to hold the brights on to have lights on my car or crack the door open if I wanted my lights on. And then when the lights were on, they were slowly catching on fire. So they almost blew me up. Thankfully, I didn't know that was happening, but I did notice. Well, I wasn't comfortable with having to hold the brights on when I needed my lights on. So my cousin's boyfriend did fix it for me, which was nice. But yeah, no, they almost blew me up. Ah! So then I had that car for like another year. Crazy enough. Then I got the Jetta. So that's my story about cops putting their hands on their guns in my presence. And here's the thing, I was not scared at all. I mean, with less thing, I knew that I wasn't in the wrong. So I was like, what are they going to do? I'm not doing anything wrong. That was that.
Going to drag me out of the vehicle because I'm driving in a private marked car.
You can do that later over the video. Let's get the ID so we can get going.
I'm preserving the record because I'm preserving my rights.
I don't really care. Give me your ID, please. Thanks.
Sure thing.
I'm preserving my rights. Preserving your stupidity, more like. Also, I get the feeling that it's not this deputy's first rodeo dealing with sovereign citizens. Do you?
So here's a passport with clear documentation. See,
is that an actual passport?
That looks
like
like somebody printed it out on a printer. That's not a real passport.
Oh, I can give you the hard copy. Where's my license? Where's my wallet to get the
What the hell?
passport?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're really making this difficult.
No, sir. I just know my rights. So I'm gonna grab my wallet right here. Okay. You don't need to get
perfect.
It's a wallet. Okay.
Yes.
Just grabbing my wallet. Look, wallet. Passport card matching that.
Okay.
Stars on top indicating I'm a national, as passports are only issued to nationals.
Okay, can I see that?
You can see it.
The passport.
Can I have it in my hand? So
Yeah, hold on. I also have a notice for you, gentlemen, as well.
I don't need your notice. I need that.
Well,
I need your identification.
You must be noticed, sir. That's required by common law
I don't care about
and statute law. Sir,
give me your passport.
Sir, did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
Can I have your passport, please?
I don't think you're in a position to question this deputy's commitment to his oath when you're the one hand-wave dismissing things like the 10th Amendment and basically riding roughshod over the Constitution.
Sir, did you take an oath to uphold
I'm not answering your questions right now. This isn't, you're not detaining me, I'm detaining you.
So
Give me your passport.
Am I arrested?
Give me your passport.
Am I arrested?
No, you're detained for the 5th time.
That means I'm arrested.
No, it doesn't.
If I can't,
it means give me your passport. That's what it means.
You don't know the law, sir.
Okay, whatever.
There you go. You don't know the law, sir. I'm telling you. You guys have just violated my rights. I live right around the corner.
And what, may I ask, has you living round the corner got to do with anything?
You have the registration for the car?
I'm going to exercise my rights to remain silent at this point, and you guys can provide me counsel if you need it.
I hate this guy so much.
Okay, first of all, I really wish you would exercise your right to remain silent. Unfortunately, you seem to lack that ability. Secondly, counsel, Mr. I'm an attorney, is your responsibility, no one else's. Finally, that voice you heard in the distance, yeah, that was the deputy finding out our soft-sit friend has a warrant, which means he's about to get a rude awakening, and the Lamborghini is leaving on the back of a tow truck.
Oh, you got a misdemeanor warrant. All right, put your car in park.
There's no misdemeanor warrant,
There is. Put your car in park.
It's in park.
Okay, step out of the car.
Sir, there's no misdemeanor warrant. What is the warrant? There is no misdemeanor warrant, sir.
I'm going to take your seatbelt off and you're going to step out, okay?
Did he just
You have a warrant for your arrest.
himself?
Come on out.
I'm not resisting.
Okay, good. Then don't resist.
It's not in park. I'm putting it in park.
Okay, perfect.
I'm not resisting.
No, thank you for not resisting. I
I'm
appreciate
not
that. Put your hands on your back.
You got it. You got it.
I'm going to take your phone and we'll put it right here on the thing so I can record all this if you want.
Sir, I'm not resisting. There's no warrant. I promise you.
Well, there is.
What is it for, sir?
Well, I think it's actually for resisting somebody else, not us.
I don't even have as much as a parking ticket, sir. Can you please?
Well, I guess you're going to have to sort that out at the courthouse, okay?
Exactly. Save it for the judge. And don't forget to tell the judge you know more about the law than he does. That always goes down really well.
Huh? I don't even have so much as a parking ticket.
Okay.
My ID
That's
is...
really not us for us to decide.
You don't
You
have...
have a warrant in the system?
That's not possible, sir.
It is.
I
Well, it's
pretty
there.
Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. You'll go.
Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
why would you guys willfully do this to me?
I'm gonna put this in your pocket, okay?
Why would you guys do
Why would you guys willfully do this to me? Who talks like that? Oh my God, I hate it.
this is death. Can I please speak before we start? Can I do it? There's no way that's my warrant, gentlemen.
Send me with your same name, date of birth.
Right, so here he is at the Sheriff's Department sometime after his release, doing what all soft seats do best, whining and demanding his vehicle back in a condescending way. Unfortunately for him, this is the same no-nonsense deputy from the traffic stop.
Oh.
I was earlier. So you guys are saying that in order to get my private automobile back, oh great, I see your face now. So in order to get my private automobile back, you guys are coercing me into registering my private automobile, which per California code, section 260 says that a private automobile is not required to be registered. So, I was earlier. So you guys are saying that in order to get my private automobile back, oh great, I see your face now. So in order to get my private automobile back, you guys are coercing me into registering my private automobile, which per California code, section 260 says that a private automobile is not required to be registered, and it's classified as upheld by the Supreme Court as household goods in a private automobile.
It is not when it's on the roadway, sir.
As household goods in a private automobile.
It is not when it's on the roadway, sir, which is what it was today. In order to get it back, because it was towed for being an unregistered vehicle on the roadway, unregistered for more than 6 months, you must get it registered in order to get it released.
The car had a private plate displayed on it, which
Yes, I'm
clearly-
aware it had an illegal plate that you made yourself. Yes, sir.
Now this is how you deal with a condescending, gaslighting sovereign citizen.
Well, illegal is subjective, sure.
It's really not subjective.
It is very subjective.
You're operating on the roadway. You follow the same rules that everyone else follows.
No.
You need to do the same to be on the roadway. You are not unique, sir.
That's incorrect, sir. So you will be
In order
sued
to
for
get,
this.
sir,
You will be sued for this.
Okay.
And you will be sued too, since you're here conspiring, and you definitely will be sued.
That's fine.
Okay?
Yeah, that's not the threat you think it is, especially coming from you.
So I'm gonna get my car back, my automobile. I'm gonna file a replevant action, and I'm gonna seek a temporary and permanent restraining order against all you gentlemen. And I'm gonna make sure we get this handled in court correctly, since you guys don't seem to want to uphold the Constitution, and instead you guys are making up our corporate policies as you go. The streets are paid for by the people. We the people, for the people, by the people.
You're not gonna educate us in law, so
I'm
just stop.
I'm not trying to educate you. I'm just making a record so that when we
That's not a private street that only you paid for, though, my friend. That was paid for by everybody. And so everybody has to follow the same rules when it comes to utilizing those roads that they all paid for.
It's paid by people who are paying their registration, sir, that you refuse to do.
Mock him now, but when he wins that $1 trillion lawsuit, you're all going to look stupid.
Anything else we can help you with?
That's it.
You're free to leave.
Thank you for your tyrannical question, your tyrannical answers. I appreciate it. All right, see you in court soon. Tyrants, why?
Oh, how tyrannical of them to expect you to follow the law. Boo-hoo. Anyway, here he is at the impound lot to get his belongings out of the vehicle, I think.
What vehicle that you're looking for?
Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini. Okay, go straight and find your vehicle, and we're going to be there with a couple of minutes with you.
Okay. And I get what they're saying. She said, we just do our job. That's all we do. We do job. You get what I'm saying?
What?
I can show you a lawsuit and a lien, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean,
What is he saying?
Right there. Oh, that's right there.
What?
You guys are idiots.
How to instantly let the world know that money doesn't equal intelligence.
No.
Maybe. I don't care.
So he willingly gets a passport, but he doesn't register his Lamborghini?
It's the other one. Bottom one.
Why is your Lamborghini such a mess? I mean, it looks like you have kids, which is very unfortunate. But this is a luxury car. You should be keeping it nice.
So there we are, guys. Another sovereign citizen play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Did he learn his lesson from this? Of course not. Is he delusional enough to think a $1 trillion right to travel conspiracy racketeering lawsuit will prevail? Of course he is. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then the links to do all that are in the description.
Wait, so the lawsuit has to do with racketeering? How is any of that racketeering? What? What? I don't understand anything. He's a true man of principles. Sovereign citizens do not believe in keeping their cars clean, apparently. Dude, that thing was a wreck. I mean, my car is like sometimes a little bit messy, but like it's like to the point of like the front seat has some stuff on it. I'm actually really impressed because there was a point in time where my car, I used to basically live in my car. I was always in my car and it got messy really fast. And this car and the Jetta have both been like, I've like made it a point to keep them really, really clean. Actually, the Jetta, I made it a point to keep clean. This one, I don't really have to make it a point to keep clean. I just keep it clean. It's just like a habit. But that Jetta, that was my baby. I loved her more than anything. I still do. Do you see how Cricket's holding her feet? Oh. You're cute. I love you. Yeah, the thing costs $250,000 and it can go 200 miles per hour. Why is he driving children in that? Because that's the only car he was able to steal. The thing is, like, if you have that kind of money, I don't know if, like, it. I do wonder if he actually bought it, but like, yes, we see how Cricket's holding her feet, but she's no Jetta apparently. What do you mean? Are you trying to say that I'm not keeping her clean? Oh, you're trying to say I don't love her very much? Oh, I love you the most. Yeah, you're my best girl. You're my best baby. I don't believe the SUV goes 200 miles an hour. Oh, I thought that was just like a thing with Lamborghinis. They just go hella fast. I love you. You said you love your Jetta more than anything. Yeah, I misspoke. Man, look at these wholesome videos. Twitter is like giving it good right now. Look at this. Look at him. Look at this capybara. Oh my God. Then straight into this.
Filled with hateful thoughts and a lust for blood. Teeth like razors, the most dangerous animal on this planet. A violent creature filled with hateful thoughts and a lust for blood.
You need your
teeth
toothbrush.
like razors, the most dangerous animal on this planet. A violent creature filled with hateful thoughts and a lust for.
What's this? Oh, a wombat! Oh my God! Are those things fun to have as pets? The capybaras? I've heard. I love him. He's so cute. Hi, Choo Choo. Armadillo, armadillo, armadillo. Is he talking? Afroman?
I'm going to make it legal for you to have cannabis and your firearms at the same time.
Oh. Like have cannabis or like consume it? That's not a capybara, that's a hyrax. This one? This is a capybara. I dated a girl that said capybaras were ugly. I knew I should have dumped her right then. Yeah. This is a capybara, Billy. Look at that. Ooh, what a baby. Hi. The one right before Afroman. Oh, I thought that was a wombat. This? Is that a hyrax? I thought it was a wombat. Well, maybe he is a hyrax and not a wombat. Hyrax. Hyrax. Whatever he is very cute. Rodents of unusual size. Apparently, I'm a fan of those. Chooch, what are you doing? You want to come say hi? Oh. Armadillo, armadillo. Okay. All right, what are we doing next? Oh, wait, did we? We did. Oh, my body. Okay, we got some Australian prison planet. Oh. Side note, I like the blue on you. It looks good. Thank you. You want to watch this again? Coldplay lady? You want to read about the Coldplay lady? On the stairway to stardom. All right, we can read about Coldplay lady. Seems that no one really has a lot of interest in her, but you know what? We'll do it anyway. Amadeus. All right, this is from our favorite New York Post. That was sarcastic. Coldplay Kiss Cam's Kristen Cabot changes story again, tells Oprah former boss lied to her about marriage. Coldplay Kiss Cam executive Kristen Cabot shifted blame to her former boss in a new interview, hinting he lied to her about his marriage status and claiming social media profited from her pain. I mean, social media definitely profited. I just got here. I'm already boring. Courtney's like, no, I've been yawning this like whole time. I'm very wiped out. Cabot, 53, believed that philandering astronomer CEO Andy Byron, 51, was in the process of separating from his wife when they were seen canoodling at the concert during the viral cheating scandal. She said on Oprah Winfrey's podcast Tuesday. Why does Oprah Winfrey have a freaking podcast? He wasn't the person he represented himself to be to me, and lying is a non-negotiable for me, Cabot told Winfrey. There was a big miss on honesty and integrity. Cabot, the firm's former head of HR, was married and in the process of getting a divorce when the couple was caught scrambling to duck out of view in July. She told Oprah she believed Byron was in a similar marital situation, hinting he had lied to her about plans to leave his wife. Ladies, if you're in your 50s and you haven't figured out when a man's like, I'll leave my wife soon, that just means I want to bang you, but stay in my marriage. If you haven't figured that out, just end it, okay? You need to know that is not the case before you're in your 50s, you fucking idiot. Are you kidding me? You are so dumb. You are so dumb. You're really dumb. If you're sleeping with a married man, first of all, and secondly, if he's like, I'll totally leave my wife for you. He's not going to. If you believe that shit, oh, bitch. You're an idiot. A man lying just to get pussy? Oh my God. What an idiot. Courtney, I want to bang you, but stay single. Oh, well, nope. Sorry about your luck. She said she ended communication with him last fall. When Winfrey pressed Cabot to be more specific about his alleged lying, Cabot demurred. Oh, wonder why? Because she knew she wasn't telling the truth? Why does she look like that? What's her name? Abigail Asperger's or something like that? There's that one, and then there's like Jennifer Welsh or something like that. I, for one, am shocked. She looks like all of them. I can't tell her apart. What's that lady's name? You know what I'm talking about. And then also, what's her butt from The Office? They all look the exact same. Oh, my throat. Okay, so she says, I want to be really careful because the world spoke for me and on my behalf, and I don't want to do that to somebody else in their family. Bitch, telling the truth is fine. What? It's the first time Cabot has accused the former tech tycoon of lying, having never mentioned it during an interview with the New York Times in December. I hate the format of this stupid Angela. Yeah. Her, Abigail Asperger's, Jennifer Welsh, and this chick, they all look the same, the exact same. I can't tell them apart. In the interview with Winfrey, she also milked the moment, for sympathy, claiming social media companies such as TikTok feed off the pain of viral moments like hers, which raked in more than 1 billion views. The more pain someone like me is in, the more money they are going to make. And it fuels and feeds it. I think there's an accountability there that needs to be looked at. Byron has yet to comment on the kiss cam moment. After the concert, he was seen publicly with his wife wearing a wedding ring. Oh, surprise. I don't understand why she was like in pain though. She got caught with a married man. And people judged her for it. Why does that cause you pain? You were judged for your actions. That happens to people all the time. Her being shocked and ducking away at the concert says she knew he was married and not getting divorced. Right. I mean, maybe thinking he was like going to get divorced soon, but she just didn't want the wife to know that they were having an affair, even though they were getting a divorce or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. But like at the end of the day, she knew that he was married and she knew that she had to ask this man to get a divorce. You know what I mean? Like, if you have to ask a guy, like, can you leave your wife for me? It's never going to happen. And if you're in your 50s and you haven't figured that out, where's your helmet, lady? Why don't you have a helmet? You should not be leaving the house without a helmet and a babysitter. You're actually a danger to people if you're that dumb. That's lower than like Somalian levels of IQ, for crying out loud. You can't. You are so dumb. You're really dumb. We gonna find you. We gonna find you. Oh my God. I think we have, this appears to be a video for okay, this appears to be a video for Russell Hall and Hatebreed, I think.
We need to talk about Japanese fart arts because it's magnificent. You're looking at one of the Heigasen scrolls, a 34-foot-long hand-painted masterpiece, centuries old and entirely dedicated to fart battles. Look at it. The line work is impeccable, the composition is dynamic, and the farts are majestic. People are using fans to deflect incoming waves of flatulence. This poor cat is being launched into the air. There's a fart cavalry, and these people are trapping farts in a bag to create some kind of flatulence bomb. It's insane, and it makes you think, because the Edo period in Japan produced some of the most refined and elegant visual culture in art history. Woodblock prints, breathtaking landscapes, gorgeous paintings, but it also created this, 34 feet of it. I guess that's what humans do. We reach for beauty, meaning, transcendence, and then we paint someone blowing a hole in a fart shield. Wonderful.
Fart shield. I won't lay it. 34 feet of farting. Oh, here, I'm just waiting to see what Lounginger is collecting for us. Who is the fartist? I don't know. Can you major in fart history? I'm guessing you can. I mean, that guy, whoever created that 34-foot scroll, I think did. Right? Yay, Ashley, toot, fart, flatulence, bottom bar, breaking wind. So much wind, so little time. Did you appreciate that, Hatebreed? I know you like farts. Okay, now here are some geese enjoying some music in the park. We're full of like. Wait, why does it sound like that? That sounds like an accordion, not an harmonica. But they're so happy. Dude, no, seriously, geese are actually really scary. I almost got attacked by one. I had one get really mad because I was just trying to go on a walk. I was at work, just trying to go on this little walk on this little path. And these geese, they had their little babies with them. And they were protecting the babies. And the dad was like, "Get the fuck away," and started to chase me. It was very scary. Okay. Oh. Geese and swans are a-holes. Ducks are cool. Yeah, I'm scared of geese. Check the first 2 sections of the wiki I linked. That's the tard who invented the gibberish sovereign citizen. Hello. Wait, where'd you link it? Step by step, day by day. Oh. Burp. The hair. I was trying to find a good video on him, but it's full of deranged 12-hour lectures by him. Oh my God. What's with the hair? David Wynn Miller. This is the sovereign citizen, the father of sovereign citizenship, I suppose. David Wynn Miller, also styled David Wynn Miller, Jesus criminy, was an American pseudo-legal theorist, self-proclaimed judge, and leader of a tax protester group. Okay, I appreciate that. Within the sovereign citizen movement. Originally a tool and die welder, Miller is best known as the creator of quantum grammar, a version of the English language to be used by people involved in judicial proceedings. He's asserted that this constructed language, which is purportedly based on mathematics and includes unorthodox grammar, spelling, punctuation, and syntax, constitutes the only correct form of communication in legal processes. Quantum grammar. People seeking remedy with Miller's syntax in court have not been met with success. His language is incomprehensible to most people, and the pleadings that use it are routinely rejected by courts as gibberish. Since Miller's death, quantum grammar has been seen continued usage by other people within the sovereign citizen movement. Oh, he died in 2018 at 68. That's young. Wait, how did he die? Okay. How did he die? This here makes me want to jump off of a bridge. Read the claimed background part. He's died multiple. Oh, what? Okay, claimed background. Miller lived in Ohio before moving to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He claimed that at the age of 25, He died for half an hour when an inept surgeon removed both of his kidneys and adrenal glands. What? His heart restarted spontaneously while outside his body during autopsy. What? What? So they're removing his organs during an autopsy and his heart just started working again. What? Following this, he said his IQ became 200. I don't know about that. His endorphin levels were 6 times normal. I wish I could have that. And he stopped aging. Well, Miller's activism stemmed from his own frustrating experience with the legal system. During the 1980s, he went through a divorce proceeding and appeared pro se in numerous child custody hearings, 67 according to his website, losing every single time. Having become convinced that the judiciary was rigged and governed by linguistic maneuvering and that the English language had been deliberately modified to enslave the people, he decided to override the system by developing his own theory of language to be used as a form of legalese. What? How can someone with 200 IQ lose so many trials? I'm starting to doubt that background a little. It called me crazy. Well, like, okay, so if you're that smart, how do you not know that you made that language up? You have to be smart enough to be able to like communicate with other people and interact with other people, and you're not smart enough to do that. So I'm starting to think that that's not true. How do I get my endorphins to? Well, never mind. I know the answer to that. Crap. Hi, honey. You want to say hi to everybody? No. Choo-choo. Come here, Penelope. Come here, Penelope. Oh, she knows Penelope's not around. How are you doing on your sub count? People keep unsubscribing. Yeah, where are we at? People will fall, we'll make it better. Second time around. Oh, we're back at 906. It went down to 905. Went back to 906. How do I get my endorphin? Looks at Russell, shuts up. Well, as I was speaking, I was like, I have to exercise. And my body just hurts so much. Like, I just feel so. What does this mean? Can I keep the streak of known gifts? What do you mean? Keep the streak of known gifts. Do we know MTV Steve? Yeah. We see him a lot in Zia's chat. But we gotta get the membership. We gotta get the membership from Lounge Singer. We gotta do a meme burst stream soon. Hi, you're very cute. She's wagging her tail at me. Matt and B. Steve. Yeah, where has he been? Oh man, I need to do my toes. You know, here's the thing with that guy, David Windmiller. Here's the problem. His hair makes me the angriest out of all of it. He looks like he's in Heaven's Gate. I need a pedicure myself. Yeah, I get like tell my toenails are like, please clip me. I do like a hardcore clipping and filing. Hi. I love you. Oh, thank you. I love you too. You're so pretty. I made several new accounts just to sub to your channel. Now it's other people will do that. We could get you over 1,000. You got to make sure that those accounts aren't getting unsubbed. That's the problem. I feel like that's what's going on is a lot of the alt accounts are getting unsubbed. David looks like he has a bad toupee. I don't know, man. I feel like that's real hair. I'm not only the hair in a can club for men president. I'm also a user and a huffer. That hair really pissed me off. But I don't know, man. I feel like that's real hair. Because that kind of looks like the Heaven's Gate haircut, right? Maybe not. We'll make it better second time around. Man, that haircut is really pissing me off. Is he black? Is that like... Is that like a tight, curly texture? Quantum hair. Blue Healer still subbed. Yay! What about barf tits? This looks like it's like curly, like tight, kinky, curly hair. Cricket. Do not cricket. You can't do that on camera. I thought it was a knit cap. That's a stupid hair. Let's see here. Hold on. I need to see that. Heaven Gate haircut. Yeah, that looks like a Heaven's Gate haircut. Kinda. Especially these ones. Whoa. Those are both women, I believe. Ashley's in the shower without my glasses on. I'm so I wouldn't be able to wear my glasses in the shower. They would get covered in water droplets. Come here, honey. You want to come cuddle? Billy, what? I think Billy just had a stroke. Didn't they have some reason for it? Like there was no separation between men and women? Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like they weren't supposed to be like, you weren't supposed to be able to tell them apart. They had to be like, I think it had to do with when they were found, that they didn't want like there to be like they didn't want them to be easily identified. And that was why they were wearing the same like track suits and Nikes, which by the way, Nike discontinued that shoe. Now, I'm pretty sure they brought back almost the exact same shoe right? But like, hello, discontinue. I would be like mass producing the hell out of them. Like Heaven's Gate shoe, hello. You make so much money off of that. I wanted a pair. But no, can't buy it because they discontinued them. Stupid. They castrated themselves. Well, they didn't castrate themselves, but they castrated each other. Then they all become eunuchs. So, okay, so basically, like they had somebody there that was, I guess, like a nurse. And so she like knew how to do it. And so they got like random medical supplies to cut off this dude's balls. And like, I think they only managed to do like 1.5 because the first one I think was like really bad. And then the next guy was like, all right, I guess like I'll do it. And they like barely made it through. And the guy was like, don't, please stop it. It was like there was like a medical malpractice. So then they ended up having to call an ambulance. So only one of them actually like became a eunuch. I'm having a heck of a time finding them for my April 2nd State of the Universe meeting. I remember when I first heard about that cult as a kid, I was so creeped out. Dude, this shit was so weird. The thing is, like, it's so sad because, like, for some reason, like, this woman is just working in a hospital and is going insane as she meets this guy. And apparently they never slept with each other. Like, I think that he was gay and she was a lesbian or something like that. Like, they weren't sexually involved with each other, but they married anyway. And I think it was like her, she was the one that was like really running this stuff. And like, she was like basically hallucinating about this whole idea that they were essentially, she was like combining the rapture with a bunch of other stuff, but like it was assumed they weren't going to die. They were all going to be teleported into the sky or lifted into the sky or whatever. So when all of their weird beliefs were completely destroyed because the lady died, you would think that they'd be like, okay, well, maybe this was wrong. Because they had Hale-Bopp won't be back into our solar system until 4385, and there will be another Heaven's Gate by then, I bet. Isn't this Harley Quinn and Joker's backstory? Kinda. But yeah, so like they first were just having this idea that they were gonna just like be teleported or whatever, and then the Hale-Bopp comet. What do they? Wait, they called it Halley's Comet. Wait, are those two different things? That freaking comet was coming, and they were like, "Oh, that comet is gonna pick us up. It's gonna be our ride to heaven." And then it came and went, and they were like, "I think she died before it came, right?" I can't remember the timeline because there were two separate events. Like one where the comet came and went, and they were like, "Huh, well, we were never taken away." I think she died before it. But because I'm pretty sure like that was part of their cope was like, oh, well, she is like an early rider of the comet. She'll be there on the comet or whatever. Two different things. Halley's Comet is every 76 years. Was that, hold on, let me see here. No, not the haircut this time. Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. They went by Doe and T. Halley's Comet will return in 2061. Was it Halley's Comet that they were Scholars have described the theology. Here, we can read this all together. So scholars have described the theology of Heaven's Gate as a mixture of Christian, millenarianism, New Age, and ufology. Yeah, that sounds about right. They had 39 members. Scripture, the Bible. I don't know about that. Okay. The central belief of the group was that the followers would transform themselves into immortal extraterrestrial beings by rejecting their human nature, and they would ascend to heaven, referring to the next level or evolutionary level above human. The death of Nettles from cancer in 1985 challenged the group's views on ascension. While they originally believed that they would ascend to heaven while alive aboard a UFO, they came to believe that the body was merely a container or a vehicle for the soul, that their consciousness would be transferred to next level bodies upon death. March 26, 1997, deputies of the San Diego Sheriff Department discovered the bodies of 39 active members. Members. Yeah, okay, but what was the comet? These guys stole some of Marconic's ideas. I'm reporting this. Oh, it was Hale Bop. The Heaven's Gate cult believed a secret alien spaceship was traveling behind the comet to pick up their souls. And so, like, none of that stuff worked out for them. So then they were like, Hale Bop. Excuse me, healer. I want to make sure. Sometimes you people in this chat, you deceive me. It's happened a few times. I'm so tired. I think one of the women joined like a month before they offed themselves. Yeah, the thing is like they got a bunch of people to join, and then like a bunch of people left. And they were like, huh. And then like as they were traveling around, every time they would go to move, there were people like, I can't move with you. And so then like they left. And then the lady died. And I think that caused some people to leave. There was like a flow. There was like a back and forth. Like some people would join, they would leave, blah, blah, blah. And I'm so tired. My brain is like not functioning for shit. Oh god, this might have to be an early. I might have to end this one early. I'm just so tired. What was I saying? Yeah, could you imagine being like, well, I can't imagine that thought of like being that vulnerable, willing to like poison myself for a group of strangers. First of all, I'm not cutting my hair. The second that you're like, no, you have to cut your hair like this, I'd be like, Isn't the website still up? I think so. No, seriously, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how vulnerable do you have to be to buy into this shit? Like, you can't even convince me to cut my hair off like that. You can't convince me to cut my hair anyway. I'm going to cut my hair the way I want to cut my hair. But like, to then like allow somebody like these dudes that were like allowing the girl to cut their balls off, and then like and some lady was not there for very long at all, and then poisoned herself. It's still up in its original 1997 form, frozen in time. Yeah, look at this. Red alert. Hale Bop brings closure to Heaven's Gate. As promised, the keys to Heaven's Gate are here again in T and Do, the UFO 2, as they were in Jesus and his father 2,000 years ago. Whether Hale Bop was a companion or not is irrelevant from our perspective. However, its arrival is joyously very significant to us as at Heaven's Gate. The joy is that our older member in the evolutionary level above human, the kingdom of heaven, has made it clear to us that Hale-Bopp's approach is the marker we've been waiting for. The time for the arrival of the spacecraft from the level above human to take us home to their world in the literal heavens. Our 22 years of classroom here on planet Earth is finally coming to conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go to T's crew. If you study the material on this website, you will hopefully understand our joy and what our purpose here on Earth has been. You may have even found your boarding pass to leave with us during this brief window. We are so thankful that we have been recipients of this opportunity to prepare for membership in their kingdom and to experience their boundless caring and nurturing. I don't understand. This was their 9/11. I don't understand what I just read. Here's Doe's intro. I thought it was going to be a video. Sir, this is way too... I ain't reading all that. My throat hurts a lot. There's a book. Can I buy the book? They say at the bottom, last chance to leave Earth is about to be recycled. What? Oh, there's a German translation. Order a hard copy of our book. The following materials are available through teleservices. What does that mean? Transcript of videotape. Wow. How do I buy the book? The transcripts of videotapes 1 and 2 can be viewed online, downloaded, or requested through teleservices. Rep at heavensgate.com. Okay, so I can't buy it. It's just online. I want a hard copy. You also have to have special tennis shoes for a trip. Yeah, but Nike discontinued them. I'm very upset. Wait, where is... Hard copy editions of the book may be ordered through teleservices for $45. This includes shipping and handling. Oh, do I have to email you? This site is actively maintained by former members who did not participate in the 1997 mass suicide. Wait, where are you seeing this? They still believe? They just don't believe in poisoning themselves. Wait. Exit press release. Away team returns to level above human. What? Wait, what? What? By the time you read this, we suspect that the human bodies we were wearing have been found, and that a flurry of fragmented reports have begun to hit the wire services. For those who want to know the facts, the following statement has been issued. What's up, great U.S. treasure hunt? Mass suicide, mass boarding the ship to the stars, you mean? Oh, these statements are just so long. Why didn't they make a video? They made so many other videos. Should we email them? Last chance to advance beyond human. Man, it's too bad. Connecting links. So connecting links, is this social media for, oh man, Chuck Schrammick's Hale-Bopp companion page. Exposing disinformation. Oh my God. Yeah, Diana La Rosa. You didn't know about that? They let that girl. They castrated that guy in the cult. There's a hard copy on Amazon for $200. Boo. This site is maintained by someone who learned HTML4 and never went further. Yeah, I believe. I mean, this was made in 1997 and it has not been updated. I don't even know if it's the right book. Well, then. Backhand, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Backhand? You haven't heard of the Heaven's Gate, Diane? Oh my God. I remember it being such a huge thing back in the 90s. Fucking backhand. Heaven's Gate. The two survivors were intentionally chosen to document the group's history and still are believers. They also believe that the portal is now closed. It's just got to be the best day of my life. What are their names? Do they have social media? Like, can I talk to them? They preserve and defend the teachings. They respond to emails and questions. Oh my God. Can I talk to them? In the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, there was a character who looked a lot like the cult leader of Heaven's Gate, and it was an alien contact movie, so it was a cool coincidence. Or was it? It was not. Send them an email. Can I please have you on my show to discuss Heaven's Gate and the teachings? Can you get them on for an interview? Wouldn't that be so crazy? Mark and Sarah King. Send them a link. Maybe they would accept it. Well, this is what I want to know. Like, why would you still believe in those teachings if what part of what they were believing was that they had to kill themselves in order to like ascend to 5G or whatever? You know what I mean? And then also, if you believe that the portal was closed, how come you didn't get to ascend to 5G with them? I don't know what this is in the tune of. Send them an email. Send them an email. Now. They're chosen to be the ones to document their history. I don't know. Oh, send me an angel. The only song that comes to mind is How Do You Talk to an Angel? Wasn't that that guy from the real world? How do you talk to an angel? Heaven's Gate. This one is rep at Heaven's Gate. How many email addresses do they have? That was the a-hole that beat up Donna on 90210. Wait. Hold on. How do you talk to an angel? Oops. How do you talk to an angel? Okay. The Heights. Okay. What show is How Do You Talk to Angel from? The Heights. Okay. What was the band? I thought, for some reason, I thought that the dude from The Real World, I posted the song in the Dorcas. Jamie Walter had an album on cassette. That's his name? Oh, I don't want to say what out of fear of being harassed and murdered, but a cult dropped off leaders' books at all of our firehouses years ago. Ooh, Scientology. What was the name of Jim Jones's cult? It wasn't the Branch Davidians. If you know Susie, like, who is the guy? What's your name? Why did I think it was that guy from The Real World? Jonestown. Oh, Healer, I'm afraid of playing this for copyright claim reasons. Oh, you're not. Stop. This is very irritating. How do you talk to an angel? I've never heard this song before in my life. Sing the chorus. Is she having a cheese fit? Yeah, I've never heard the song before in my life. L. Ron Hubbard books all appeared at our firehouse. I got it right. Oh no, now we're both gonna get sued. Are you okay? I was dancing to a song. Send them an email. Heaven's Gate. Man, everybody's loving Ashley's profile pic. Dare I say I agree? Oh, Ashley. But no. Okay. Birthdays! Thank you, Remy. I worked really hard on those moves. Hey, honey. Why don't you show everybody your face instead of your little butt? Yeah. I love you. Thank you. You're cute. Oh, you're so cute. All right. What are we doing next? Do we want to watch? Leonard's in your link to this, but we've watched this like a million times. We can watch it again. We can see what the closed captioning says on this one because the Twitter one isn't very
This
good.
is an important message to keep Aboriginal people safe.
And the message, a proper important one, to keep everybody safe one.
You can die from the corona or get really sick.
You can pass away from this corona, or you can get really sick one.
The corona needle will protect kids, old people.
You'll pass away from this groaner? Or wait, are you saying something to the effect of like, yeah, get married, you end up offing yourself?
And get really sick one.
The corona needle will protect kids, old people, men and women.
Old people? What? I just want to know why he decided to use the word old people, the words old people. Why did he go with old people? He didn't say like the elderly or anything like that. He went with old people. Why? But also, why do they call it the needle? They can't call it the vaccine? Like, what?
Well, the young corona needle, gotta keep them a safe one for all the kids and for all the men and women.
Many people around the world have already had the needle.
Big more people all around the world been already getting but their needle.
It is free and it's safe.
Dijan, that needle block corona, he free one and he safe one.
So get your needle now and stay strong. Thank you.
So you will gotta get him that needle and stay proper strong one. And thank you.
Life will become very difficult for the unvaccinated from January 31. No pubs, no bottle shops, no gym, no yoga classes.
So that's the closed captioning for that on YouTube was actually a lot better than the one on Twitter. I prefer the one on Twitter. They can't say shot, but can they say vaccine? Like everyone else who got the vaccine, I only had COVID twice. I don't even think I ever had COVID. And I never got it. So like people all around the world have had the needle, aka dick. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like the needle. To me, it feels like drugs. I think of drugs.
No gigs, no dance floors.
No geeks?
Hospital, no yoga classes. 31. No pubs, no bottle shops. No gym, no yoga classes. No gigs, no dance floors. No hospital
geeks?
or aged care visits. If you choose to remain unvaccinated, and at this point, it certainly is your choice, you're choosing to put yourself at risk. You're choosing to put the people around.
Maybe they don't have a word for vaccine. They just understand magical pointy thing.
Around you at risk, and you're choosing to increase the burden on our.
You might have had it and been asymptomatic. That means I didn't have it. See, that's okay. Can I just ask what does that even mean? Like, oh yeah, you have it and you're asymptomatic. So that just means that like everybody has viruses all the time and they just don't have any symptoms? What? So if I don't have symptoms though, then I'm totally fine. That was a big thing for me after people were getting vaccinated and stuff. I remember like one person who was very much like always masked up was like upset. She was so obsessed with getting the vaccine. She didn't want to wait. Instead of just like getting it a week later or whatever, she drove like 3 hours out of the way. So she drove a total of 6 hours just to go get her vaccine. instead of waiting, like, I think honestly, the next appointment was like a couple of days too. Like, it wasn't even like she wouldn't have had to wait that long. And I asked her, I was like, well, I don't understand. Like, why did you drive all that way? Like why'd you do that? And she was like, I just didn't want to wait. I'm like, what? What? Like, you're not going to be fully vaccinated for another couple of weeks anyway, until you like get your second one and all that stuff. Like, what's a couple of days? I was blown away. But she was even like, she immediately was making plans, doing all sorts of stuff, going to concerts and going on trips. And like, she broke up with her boyfriend and she was going on all these dates and stuff. And I was like, it's so, and then you're complaining about all the breakthrough viruses or whatever. Like, yeah. It's easy to pass that stuff around when you're around a bunch of people all the time. She was talking though about like, oh yeah, my parents and I were going to this thing or whatever. And I think it was a concert. And the mom was like super worried about, I think she was like asking about masking up and stuff, because I think we had just gotten rid of like mask mandates. So she was like, I think I might bring my mask, blah, 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 whatever. And then one of our coworkers was like, well, has she thought about maybe like getting a test before she goes? And she was like, oh, she was thinking about that. But I mean, she just figured if she doesn't have any symptoms that she doesn't need to take a test. And I was like, you said it was you. You said if you don't have any symptoms, you could still have it and you're going to spread it around. So I have to put a mask on if I want to come talk to you. You said, so you're going to tell me if you have if you're vaccinated that suddenly goes away? No, it's actually worse. You're at a higher risk, because that's part of getting a vaccine, is that it lowers your chances. It does not eliminate, but it lowers your chances of catching that virus that you're protected against, right? And then if you were to get it, it reduces your symptoms dramatically. So like, if somebody who already, had it and they had really mild symptoms and then they got vaccinated, if they got it again, they wouldn't know. And then they'd be spreading it all over the place. I still see people in public wearing a mask, and I will say while walking by them, it's 2026 without looking at them. Yeah, it blows my mind that, because the thing is, I get that there are people that have weakened immune systems. There are people, there are the elderly, there are people with autoimmune diseases, all this stuff that like, they want to be mindful and careful when it comes to their health, and rightfully so. And so if that's something that they're really comfortable with and that actually makes them feel a lot safer to like be navigating the world, then by all means, get it. I think that that's really important. And if you feel like you still need to put a mask on to protect your health because you have like a very weakened immune system or what have you, yeah, if that makes you feel more comfortable, go for it. Like, I'm not in that situation. I'm not. I don't have a weakened immune system. I don't have autoimmune disorders that are detrimental to my health. Like I think I have like a few autoimmune disorders, but they're just like, your skin looks funny. Yes, it should always be a choice. It should always be a choice. And that's the important part. It should always be a choice. Because remember, folks, my mom died after getting the vaccine. Do you think that was fair? Like, oh yeah, you should die to keep us from feeling paranoid. But we should not die, even though we may or may not. Like we're allowed to continue living, but you're not. Like, why does that have to be a thing? I have an autoimmune disease in my eye. Wait, what happens to your eye? I have an issue like when I have respiratory a respiratory infection. Well, not like an infection, but if I get like a cough, right? If I get a cold and it's like all in my lungs, my skin will break out in like psoriasis, and I have to drink kombucha to get rid of it. None of those things seem connected, but they are. I judge. I just keep my opinions to myself. Right. Well, and that's the thing is like there are some people out there like Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's daughter. Oh, I judge her like crazy. Dude, she's like off the deep end when it comes to like long COVID and all this stuff. But like, especially with long COVID, I'm like, but you guys think that like somebody who has COVID is a bad person if they go to the doctor and get ivermectin, which ivermectin, it's been pretty clear the people who took ivermectin, I think it's like a combination of medications, of course, but it's like the doctor fucking prescribes them. So I don't have to know what they are. You take those and like Joe Rogan was talking about that, right? Remember that got him into big, huge trouble? Causes me to get iritis. Nobody say anything about a chest cold potentially being fatal to Courtney because that's too easy and not cool. It's not fatal to me, though. A chest cold is not fatal to me. It just makes my skin look, it just gives me like, at least you could say ivermectin now. Dude, I know. But all those people that willingly went to the doctor and willingly took the medication that doctor prescribed to them, they all their COVID symptoms went away within a couple of days, which most people who went to the hospital instead, they were on ventilators for weeks and weeks and weeks. They thought they were going to die. Some people did die. And the ones who didn't were like, oh, okay, I guess I'm fine now. The ventilator more than likely did not help. But like the people who did take the ivermectin that was prescribed to them by a doctor, like again, their symptoms went away within a couple of days and they don't have long COVID. But the people who refuse to take ivermectin and whatever the other medications are, those people, a lot of them at least, got long COVID. And then they're like, wow, you should keep wearing a mask because we're going to have debilitating symptoms for the rest of our lives. No. No. Fact of the matter is when a virus is out, it's out. It's going to be there forever and ever and ever. We're going to keep spreading it around like no matter what. A treatment is what we want. Just take the treatment and it'll help. COVID was wild at first, though. Literally, all my patients were dying. Now it's a mutated cold. Yeah, but the first wave was insane. The first wave was absolutely insane. I agree. Like, I remember being so back and forth with it because I was like, I remember at first being like, it's a virus with a name. Haven't we had this like a million times and nobody cared about it? Why are we freaking out now? And then, oh, that's true, Diane. Masks are not good to wear for long times for your lungs. You can't get rid of the carbon dioxide. Yeah, causes damage to the lungs. Yeah, it's true. So you have to be like, but like if you have like lower weakened immune system and then you're wearing a mask all the time, is it worth that risk of like causing damage to your lungs? Because your body's not going to be able to heal from that properly. But yeah, I remember being like on the fit, like back and forth with it a lot because there was like one part of me that I was like, whatever, dude. Virus is the name. Let's chill. And then like there were some people who I worked with who like one girl had to go to the hospital and stuff. It was pretty rough. But for the most part, the people around me, like my sister got it a bunch of times, and every time she got it, she has 4 kids and a husband, and like I think it was like 3 out of the 6 people in the house at most would get would get it. Like one time her husband didn't even get it and she shares a bed with him. Like, what? I remember in China, they were welding the door shut on apartment buildings, keeping everyone inside. Yeah, and then that's what caused the toilet paper hysteria, because there was like video footage of people saying, I wish that we would have gotten toilet paper before this happened. And so people were just like, oh my God, what if our government does that to us too? And so they were like, what? That was why everybody was wiping out the toilet paper at the grocery store. And then people were super hysterical, just like with the hand sanitizer and stealing the masks at hospitals and stuff like that. I think some shots and vaccines are blessings. COVID is stupid in my opinion, though. Like I'm getting my Tdap. I'm not trying to get tetanus. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to like cold viruses, like the flu and all that stuff, like I don't get it. Like, I don't know. I mean, oh man, I used to work at a drugstore too, and they were always trying to like force me to get it, especially because like we had to get like numbers in. Like, how many flu vaccines did you administer today? Like, oh my God. And they were free. I think they were like free with insurance or something, I think. I don't know, but like it was mandated. Like and so then they would try and convince employees to get the flu shot if they didn't get enough customers to get the flu shot. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. So what's next? Are you going to be forcing people to be getting Lipitor and Metformin? And well, if we didn't sell enough today, you need to get it. Like I was like hardly ever getting sick. I'd rather have autism than tetanus. Yeah, that's true. If cheese came in a shot, Courtney would be first line. Give me that cheese. Yeah. I find like a drugstore employee should not be telling a customer what medical decisions they should be making. I wish ivermectin was easier to get. My man definitely needs some, but good luck getting doctors to actually listen. Yeah, well, so many doctors back in 2020, especially, were incentivized to not. There was that one, and there was what was the other one? Hydrochloroquine? Is that what it was called? They weren't allowed to do that either. And of course, there was like so many like useless and worthless stories, but like, well, people heard Donald Trump say that, and they thought it was the fish tank cleaner, and so they started taking it. It's the same people who are like, he told us to butt chug bleach. If you're that dumb that you don't understand what the president is saying about medical treatments, then you need a helmet and a caretaker. Time to put you in a conservatorship. All right? You have problems. When the president is talking about like, oh, okay, yeah, they're working on this medical treatment, and I believe it's going to be like intravenous. It's going to be like administered like by shot, and it's like the UV thing, blah, blah, whatever. And everyone's like, oh my God, the disinfectant. That's what he said. The disinfectant and be injected. He told us to buy Lysol and inject it into our veins. He never said that at all. He was talking about a medical treatment that was already a medical treatment for many years, but stopped being a medical treatment, that would be administered by the doctor. So if you were sick and you wanted that treatment, you would go to the doctor What? Okay, so when Joe Biden was pushing the vaccine, did that mean that I had to go buy syringes and my own version of a vaccine and take it myself? No. You go to a medical professional, you idiot. And people were eating Tide Pods, so there's that. Yeah, it's true. Ivermectin was made for humans, and farmers found out it works well on their livestock. And then people started calling it horse medicine. Yeah. Well, also, like, a lot of times when my dogs get medication prescribed to them, it's oftentimes a human medication that's just like a way lower dose than what I would take. Because I'm, like over 100 pounds heavier than them. So my dose would be bigger than theirs. Grandpa Joe would never steer you wrong. It's just, man, we were really, we really derailed. But it bothers me too much. Yeah, some people tell on how very gullible and weak-minded they are. It's so true. It's so true. Just like, if you genuinely were sitting there going like, oh yeah, he told us to inject bleach into our veins or whatever, like, you have a problem. That's not what he said. You need to understand nuance. First of all, the words that he said were not. So you can go to the store, buy some disinfectant and a syringe and do it yourself. Never once did he use those words. He said they were researching a type of treatment. That was it. He didn't even say it was available. Hello? Don't make a joke about giving Courtney an injection. Courtney's been in the dog meds again. That's why she's twitching earlier. No, buddy. Oh, man. Thank you for the $2, Morgan. Love the spirit. Thank you. Courtney's cooking tonight. Let her go. It's so funny because we were supposed to just be laughing and joking about that Australian video, but it just it really irked me. Well, the whole asymptomatic thing, that really got me going because that doesn't make any sense to me. If you're asymptomatic and you can spread the virus, then when you get vaccinated, that means that you can still get the virus, and that means that you could still be asymptomatic, and that means that you could still spread the virus. So wouldn't it be safer to be taking a test before you go places? Like a mandated test would make more sense to me than a mandated vaccine. Like I get it. Like a lot of people would still very much be against like getting a test before going to certain events or whatever. And I respect that. I understand. I was on the side though of like I would much rather take a test and show like, yep, negative, I can go, rather than have to get a vaccine. I don't want to have to get a vaccine to go to an event. I would happily prove to you that I am negative. I don't have the COVID virus. I can go in and I can go party. And to me, that to me feels safe. But I also think that shouldn't be mandated, government mandated. I think that should be the choice of the business that's running the event. Because, for me, if I'm running an event and I feel more comfortable knowing that like nobody here has it or whatever, then yeah, I would like the right to be able to mandate that for my specific event, right? But I also think that like, especially if you are an entertainer, like if you're a comedian or a musician, you have to have say in that too. You have to be able to go, I'm not going to do this event if you're going to mandate these things, or I'm only going to do this event if you're going to mandate these things, or whatever in between, right? I want Frisker pocket for Jesus though. Asymptomatic equals Typhoid Mary. Don't get me started on Typhoid Mary. Typhoid Mary, that was a wild story. But before we get into that, you guys, Remy gifted 5 members. Yay! We're still not going to make it to Cleve tonight, but look how far we've gotten. 25, 27, 32. That's how old I am. 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, we're at 37. Thank you, Remy. How exciting. We definitely need to do a members only live stream soon. Ooh, great U.S. restaurant. Thank you for the $2. Oh, what a friend we have in cheeses. Oh, should I go get some cheese? I bought a brick of cheese for, I bought a block of cheese, I should say, for Penelope. And I chopped up like a shit ton of chunks. James Dakota is here? Or he got a membership? I haven't seen James Dakota in so long. Gouda? Ooh, yeah. I haven't had Gouda cheese in a long time. Wait, what's the one that I don't like? Is it Gruyere? Oh, Mayhem Bear got one. Yay! I haven't seen Mayhem Bear in a long time either.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
I feel like, I mean, I think I saw him kind of somewhat recently, but it's been a while. So you actually cut the cheese? I did. I chopped up little cubes for my little baby so she can have all the calcium she needs. She got really bad on Monday, and I didn't realize like how bad it got. Because like there was that day when it was really, really bad when we went to the vet, and I gave her half a tablet of Tums, and within 20 minutes she was like, fine. And so I'm like, I just kept pumping her full of stuff, but like I really should have taken her to the ER and had them just IV her. My poor baby. Thank you for $2 more. Gruyere is the best. Is it? Okay, so there was this one. Hold on. We were at 37, right? 38, 39, 41. We're at $41. Okay, so there was this time. This was like forever ago, like probably 2018. And I went to the grocery store. I got this, I think it was like a frozen pizza. And it had like fancy cheeses on it. And I think it was Gouda and Gruyere. I can't remember though. But I remember texting a friend of mine and being like, girl, I just realized I do not like this kind of cheese. I just remember thinking it was like too sour, but I feel like it was too sour to be on a pizza. And maybe that's why I didn't like it. Like maybe I would prefer it on some eggs with some spinach. Or maybe I would prefer it on by itself or on some crackers. I didn't like it on the pizza though. You know what I really want now? Some like cheese pasta. Not macaroni and cheese, but like a penne or even just like spaghetti and like a nice gooey cheese. I haven't had pasta in a very long time, and you couldn't tell with how fat I am. Did she cut the cheese after eating cheese? No. She has a gut of steel. Like they told me that her Tums. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So they told me that her Tums, she's not allowed, she can't have more than 1,000 milligrams of the Tums because of her digestive system. And I was like, girl, she has a gut of steel. She eats so much crap. Like she steals food from me if I'm not paying attention. She's fine. So no, I don't want like a fettuccine. No. Wait, who's a commie supporter? Oh. Personal convos. Okay, so Penelope, this morning. So this morning I get up at like 6, right? And I feed the dogs. And I let them go potty, all this stuff. And I was like, I want to snuggle for like a half an hour before I really do anything. So I snuggle with the babies and I'm like 10, 15 minutes goes by and I'm like, where's Penelope? And then I hear a clanging on the floor. And I was like, did I forget to put the dog bowls up? Because like I just leave them on the edge of the table. I was like, maybe one of the dogs is like playing with the bowl, but it sounded like it fell. Like it didn't sound like it was like cling, 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 cling. And it just made the one like cling, cling, cling. And that was it. Like it didn't sound like they were still like trying to like eat anything out of it or anything. I was like, what the Anybody want to take a guess as to what I found when I went back into the kitchen? I found Penelope on top of the kitchen table and trying to get down. She was trying to figure out how to get down. And so at one point, as she was trying to get down, she knocked one of the bowls onto the ground. Penelope, poor puppy. What are you talking about, poor puppy? She snuck up onto the kitchen table like a naughty dog. The dogs were making you breakfast. That's so cute. Wouldn't that be cute if Penelope was just trying to make breakfast? Penelope. Yeah. So, of course, like I picked up the bowl and then I picked her up off of the table. It was like immediately, because she's so cute. I was like, Penelope. And she was like trying to get off the table. So I just picked her up and I was like, oh, you're so cute. I gave her kisses. We know you don't have handy dog access in your house. Dude, I don't know how she got up onto the table either, because all of the chairs were pushed in. And so she shouldn't have been able to, like, when she jumped up on, first of all, they were like touching, right? So she shouldn't have been able to get up onto the chair, but she did. And then how did she weasel her way in between? I think she pushed one of them out a little bit. I don't really remember, but I think that's what happened. I think she just like pushed one of them out like a little bit and then jumped up. Little baby. Cricket, why are you insisting on showing everybody your butt? Hi. Oh, you look cute. I love you. Yeah. There. You show your face. Oh my God, you're so cute. You're so cute. There. Isn't that better? Yeah, that's nice. Now you can't see anything. Butt time. Yeah, showing everybody your little butt. Do you put their bowls up because they will eat and eat and eat? Yeah, the thing is, like, when I take their bowls away, they're acting like there's a bunch of food in there. And they're like, I'm like, go outside and go pee. Do your business. Go outside and do your business. I'm not going to stand here and watch you just like with the bowl. And then they try to like lick each other's bowls and stuff. And they're too distracted by the bowls. They're going to like nonstop, like try to check them and see if there's any food in there. If I forgot, like if I accidentally fed them or whatever. What do you mean, where's Ashley? She's right here. They should stack themselves up like gymnasts to reach things. Dude, when Boots was here, he was able to get up on the counters. And sometimes I would accidentally leave stuff out and forget. And one time there were some cookies on the counter and he got up and he took them down for Cricket, specifically for Cricket. She ate. So this was like a little package, like in just like this little plastic bag. Like it wasn't like Oreo cookies or anything. And she ate the plastic and the cookies. So she was not feeling very well. But Boots did that for her. Did you ever do tennis balls in the bowl to train them to eat slower? No. No, I just let them go to town on their bowls. But also, I don't want them to eat slower because you know what? I have things to do, especially in the mornings. My old dog, I had to measure his food strictly. I could fill her dish. She will only eat some when she's hungry. She won't finish it. Oh, Penelope, it's so funny. Back in the day, they used to, when I was living with my brother, oh my God, they would trick us into feeding them twice. It became like my sole responsibility to feed the dogs because they would train them. They would train us to feed them breakfast twice in the morning. And so there was like one morning I was feeding them and Boots and Cricket were going to town. And Penelope was like, mm-mm. And Dexter was here too. Dexter was like, they both were like, I'm fine. I was like, why aren't they eating? So like I texted my brother, I was like, I think they're sick because they're not eating. And he was like, no, I fed them. I'm like, oh God, no. So that was how I would figure out if they ate or not, as I would feed Penelope first. And if she didn't feel like eating, then I was like, okay, yeah, you don't get any food. But then it just became my responsibility. And now you don't have to worry about it anymore, huh? Yeah, you can't convince anybody to feed you. Oops. Pushing too many buttons. What a time. Dogs are so funny. Yeah. But yeah, that's Penelope. Penelope hadn't tried to get up onto the table for a long time. So I didn't think that it was like that big of a problem. Plus, there wasn't anything up there. So why would she get up there? She didn't care. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Are we doing anything else for the evening or is it time to go? It might be time to go. When I was a kid, sometimes mom would pour bacon grease on the dog's dry food. They would eat that shit up. Oh my gosh. That's really bad. Were they really fat? If they weren't fat, it was probably fine. Because you can do that kind of stuff every once in a while. But if you're doing it a lot and they're starting to gain weight, they're probably having like some heart problems. We have to do at least one Stairway to Stardom clip. How about Crackhead by BJ the Messenger? Okay. Did we already watch this one? We watched that one, right? Stairway to Stardom. Yes. Yes, we did. Yeah.
Jackhead to crackhead, you still haven't changed. You're still messing with the stuff that eats up your brain. Used to worry about the looks when you looked all right, but what you should have been worried about is your life. Jackhead to crackhead, you really look a mess with your free base and buff stinking mule train breath. Now, did you ever wake up, your face stuck to the pillow? Did your mama ever call you an ugly gorilla? You're a crackhead. Tell them again, EJ.
I'm dancing like my mom.
Leave it alone.
Oh my gosh. I look like my mom.
For jackhead to crackhead, you know that you're wrong, because I can smell your body odor over the telephone. Now with your peanut head, you never be the best until you get your butt together, then you pass the test. For a nickel and a dime, you commit a crime, but when the judge throws the book, can you stand the time? Push a man on the corner there selling death. You better stop your way of living and help yourself. This growing order youth each and every day. You ought to toss your butt in jail and throw the key away. You're a crackhead. No lie. Tell them again, EJ, what are they?
Leave it alone. My timing on that is so bad.
You used to be an A student.
Oh, Frank has the right idea.
School, but now you're standing on the corner acting like a fool, smoking crack all day, wasting your life away. You better stop and listen to my heavy rap today. Listen, life is too sweet. Why throw it away for a $20 high when you get your pay? Now, hey, brothers and sisters, have you lost your head? If you keep smoking crack, you're going to end up dead. You're a crackhead. EJ, tell them one more time. Crackhead. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Crackhead.
For jackhead to crackhead, you still haven't changed. You still mess with the stuff that drives you insane. For many years ago, it was LSD. Now when you walked around bugging in society, now the times have passed. You still high as a kite, but instead of LSD, now you're smoking a pipe. You're a crackhead.
Crackhead.
EJ, I don't think they heard you. Tell them again now.
DJ. Leave it alone.
You're a crackhead. All right, check this out, homeboy. What's the matter with your fool? Tell me, have you learned that when you mess with the fire, your butt gets burned? Young people.
Was this on public broadcasting? Yes. It's called Stairway to Stardom. I want to know why this guy and the DJ are dressed so differently. What's going on with that?
When the pussy man comes, just tell him to go and give his mama some. You're a
crackhead.
One more time,
leave it alone.
I don't think they heard you, EJ. Tell them again. One more time, you're a
crackhead. Leave it alone. Crackhead. Thank you for the $2. Great U.S. treasure hunt. This dude abducted Nancy Guthrie. Yeah, where is she? What happened? The DJ's attire isn't very hip hop. No, it's more murdery than anything. Okay, we just had Muppets on Sesame Street. No, Remy, you had Stairway to Stardom too. Well, maybe not. It was an 80s show, but I think it was like in New York. The girl looks so interesting. She for sure. That was like her. That was her dad. And she was like forced into just being there. Has anyone checked Russell's basement? Where is Russell? Leave it alone. I'm getting better at it. We lived in the country. We didn't even get cable until the 90s. Yeah, Stairway to Stardom was probably gone by then. But, you know, it was also... It seemed to have evolved over the years, though, because it started as the Frank and Tilly show, and then it went into Stairway to Stardom, and then there was Beyond Vaudeville. Beyond Vaudeville might have been before Stairway to Stardom. I don't really know. But then Oddville happened. I don't like those quick movements. Jack show's on. Oh, yes. Fanted. Leave it alone. Hi, you're very pretty. I want everyone to see your pretty face. And look at your cute little tail wagging. That's very sweet. Anyone else in here remember black and white television? Sort of. Well, so I remember watching like Nick at Night, and I would see shows that were black and white, but we had color TV. If we had TV, because sometimes we didn't have TV. Beyond Vaudeville was public access from 86 to 95. They got the Oddville show on MTV from it. So when Oddville was in the late 90s. So Frank and Tilly, and then that turned into Stairway to Stardom. Beyond Vaudeville, and then there was Beyond Vaudeville, came after that. And then Oddville. So we can listen. Listen, if we can get the funding for it, I have plans to do my own Stairway to Stardom. Maybe I can get that guy to come back and do Crackhead. Leave it alone. Daniel Picola, thank you for the $20. Hey, kiddo, pupper, cheese fund. Yay! You guys were at like $62 now, I think. I already forgot. Let's go back. Let's find out. Because we got here. Hold on. How do I count in this order? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. Ooh, 37, 39, 41, 43, 63. We're at $63, you guys. I mean, we're not gonna quite make it to Cleveland tonight because I'm about to sign off. Way closer than we thought. Hi, honey. Thank you, Dano Piccola. I haven't seen you in so long. And you just pop up and you start hurling money at me. It's very kind. Cricket's wagging her tail. Now I regret flipping her around because then you can see. Now you can't see her little tail wagging. You're so cute. It's sunny in Cleveland. So what do you guys want to do tomorrow? On the stairway to stardom. Boop, 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 boop. On the stairway to stardom. Do, 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 do. Who knows? Maybe I'll try and marathon as much as I possibly can tomorrow. I just have a bunch of stuff that I want to get done in the morning. Courtney up streaming with 3 doggos. Yo, Chungus, Cricket, and Penelope rocking the stream for the crackheads to see. Crackhead. I'm working tomorrow. Well, so when are you not working though? I feel like you're always working. Hi. Oh, my pretty girl. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. I want to hold you. Look at this cute dog. I love you, honey. Yeah, you're so pretty. Oh, thank you. Oh, wink. I'm working now and tomorrow. Oh my God. Frank, when are you not working? I swear. Let's do We Totted Star Search. I know. Well, here's the thing. I already have plans that are not in motion. I'd have to go to New York. I think most of the planning I would have to do with Tony. Because he's the only one who knows about this, really. But if I was out there, I could get Mike Harlow to come up and he could like visit his family, like probably go be on Nightmare, the whole shebang, right? He could do the tour. So we could get him. I could probably get Zia to come on for an episode, right? So I could get like, there are people out there that I could like get on and come on as guests. The problem is, I would have to convince them to want to do something poorly. And I was thinking we could do, and then I have to get Aspect to come out. I was gonna have Adam come out, but I don't know. I feel like he's Adam, so I don't know. It was annoying me, to be honest. So, and we could have our guests come on and do like bad renditions of things. Like, what are you really bad at? Do that, please. Like Chrissy would be great to come on and just sing a version of Black Velvet. That'd be amazing. Have you heard her do that before? It's not her strong suit. And I love that. I'm going to be baton twirling, but then at the end, we could have them like redeem themselves and like do something that they would actually like really enjoy and are really good at. And then I would perform a song with Tony and Asput. We got the candles hanging from the ceiling low. We use our bodies, make our own videos, put on the music that makes you go fucking crazy now. Go crazy now. Like summer party. Do we actually let Zia sing anything? Oh my God, that would be so much fun. Do you know how much I would love that? If Zia came on and sang a song? Oh, so good. I feel like we would have a lot of people just coming on and just blah, 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 blah. Asput really needs a new name. You know what? I feel like he does. The thing is, like, that was like, I guess, his childhood nickname. And that's just what he goes by on the internet.com. But yeah, I do. I feel like probably a different name would be more useful, would be useful. It would behoove him to have a different name. You need a sick sidekick like that guy on Beyond Vaudeville who just sits there and makes weird faces. Can't Tony do that? He's going to be on the piano. I don't even know if he plays the piano. I feel like I knew that, though. I feel like I knew the answer to that. Now I forgot. Has Zia singing a song while she's doing cat go? No, but she does cat cow really well. So we could have her like put on like an Amish outfit, you know, just be like really modest. So she's like kind of uncomfortable, you know, and try to be prudent while she's singing poorly. Like we're talking, like you saw how bad Crackhead was. That's what we're going for, is like be as awful as you can be in this moment. Like I'm going to baton twirl. No, Lounge Singer, you're missing the point though. Zia can play drums with the toilet cleaners. No, you have to do something that you're bad at. I want them to pick something that they're really bad at, that they don't really enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I don't enjoy baton twirling. Imagine me twirling a baton. But see, then like at the end of the stream or at the end of the show, Zia and I could like sit down and like eat some cheese and like and hang out and have like a fun old time. And maybe she could even like play the drums with us. Do a sobriety test in person with Zia. Oh my God, I know. I really wish we could have been able to do that at Content Hotel. I think that's still something we should do for like a content house thing. Have Kiki come on and make butthole pizzas. Because like, so Kiana could come on and she could do something really silly. She could probably just like sing at the top of her lungs. She thinks she's a bad singer, but I feel like she sings badly on purpose, because I've heard her like singing along to stuff, and I'm like, I feel like she sings pretty well. And then But she could do that, and then at the end she could do like a stand-up routine, like something that she's actually good at. It's so fun. She smokes cigarettes as well. Just have her start chain smoking at the end of the stream. But I think it would be really difficult, to get people to come on and do that kind of stuff, because I think that they don't want to. A lot of people wouldn't want to like humiliate themselves like that on purpose. Like they wouldn't want to do something that they're bad at. You know what I mean? For me, I'm like, give me the baton. Make it look as stupid as possible. You know what I mean? Oh, this looks terrible. I don't even know I'm reapplying since I'm going to go. So like, would Kiki have to imprint her butt on a pizza, or I don't know. That's just been like an ongoing joke since she was talking about how she got doxxed and people were sending pizzas to her house. And the name for the order was Kiki's Butthole. Also, I'm just going to say, pizza place. If somebody's calling and they're telling you that the name on the order is Kiki's Butthole or anything to that effect, I would just pretend to take the order and not do anything. We can try to book Bowling Ball Girl. I bet she's not good at it anymore. She's got to be at least in her 40s. I fall exceptionally well, though. That's what McGuinevere is going to do. She's going to come on. She's going to collapse. Nah, that song stuck in my head. Like a slumber party. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, you and I. They just get a printout and go. They don't look at names till the order is ready. Oh. Yeah, people don't like call in to place orders anymore, huh? We learned that. See, Corey should do Rapper's Delight in its entirety. Is that a hip hop? A hip to the hip hop, and you don't stop. A rock on, baby, bubba to the boogity bang bang, a rhythm to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. Man, I remember when I was a kid, and who was it? It was Method Man and Redman. Was it just them, or was it like all of Wu-Tang? Who the fuck did it? They redid that song, and I was told, the media, MTV, they were convincing me, they're like, oh my God, this was like the greatest rap song ever. And they just made it like even like the greatest rap song ever again. And it wasn't. It definitely like paved the way. It was like the first rap song to like be like a rap song or whatever, right? Like a mainstream rap song. So I get that. Like you honor it in that way. Like you still respect the fact that like without that song, like what would have been the first rap song, right? You know, it was. That's what it was. It was the first like mainstream rap song. We can respect that. It doesn't make it good. No. All right, I'm really tired. I don't want that salad anymore. Hi. You want to show your pretty face one more time? Chunga. Oh, man. How come Chunga? Why does Chunga say me? You need to do your Fetty Wap impression too. I'm looking with a pillow. I'm really wrong in the dope. Okay, you guys stop making your requests. I have to go now. Everybody. Everybody. Sam, the only good thing about rap is you can recite a song and not get claimed, or can you? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Rock yo, is that all they do? Is this? Rock your body right. Back streets back. All right. Is that all they do? I don't remember now. I just remember Nick Carter asking his friends if he was sexual. Well, dressed as a mummy. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie. You know what's funny is I realize, so he was like, there ain't no one classy like that fair lassie. Oh, my golly me, what a chassis. I realized something. You know what he wasn't saying about Susie? If you knew Susie like I knew Susie. Oh, my God, what a floozy. That's what he was trying to say, but we weren't reading between the lines. That's not how you know what I mean. He was trying to call Susie a floozy. That would have been a scandal in the 30s. That's why he skipped that part. Oh, what a gal. Susie can back that ass up. Dude, that song's so good. We're not going to watch it. We're not going to watch it. I was about to suggest that we watch it, but we're not going to watch it. Because I'm going to go. I'm very, very tired. But tomorrow, keep an eye out. I get some stuff done in the morning. And then in the evening, Susie was the WAP of the 30s. She's getting loopy. Tomorrow we'll be doing something. I just need to get some stuff done first, and then we'll figure it out. I'll figure out when I'm going to stream, but I'll stream sometime tomorrow. I just don't know when. So keep an eye out. Hopefully Lounge Zinger isn't ascended to 5G, so you can help me announce to you guys that I'll be going live. Would you be complimented if a man said you had a nice chassis? I feel like I've been told that before, just not those exact words. I would be confused if they were like, nice chassis. I'd be like, the hell? Did you just call me a car? You know what I mean? I'd be confused, but I'm also kind of dumb. I'm trying to stay awake. All right, guys, stop talking to me. I'm going to go. Stay tuned. We'll do something tomorrow at some point. We'll figure it out. So in the meantime, remember, nobody likes doing fart songs. I was just going to say, nobody likes doing fart songs alone. Surprised chassis was pronounced correctly, unlike Dagnabit and teetotaling. Sam, you missed some incredible pronunciations on St. Patrick's Day when we were learning Irish history. Wait, were you here? Fuck. Courtney has a fine hatchback. My God, what a floozy. I might have been lurking, but I missed that part. Dagnabit. Oh, it was pretty good. I mean, Vengeance Demon clipped it and posted it in Discord. I screen recorded it and posted it to Twitter. So that's there. You can see the main part of the pronunciations that I've really like knocked out of the park. All right, I gotta go. Nobody likes doing fart songs alone. Nobody likes to do Trust Falls alone. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh, no.
Night is coming to an end. Stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories shared, hearts will mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will stand. Until the day we start anew. Forever hold on nights to you. Walking out into daylight. City's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, grace, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew. Forever hold on nights to you. Only goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again.